All right, so when I was 26 years old, I made my first million. And I gotta say, I was not somebody who studied business. I was not somebody who had a certificate. In fact, I had no prior experience in business. But it took me 2, 3 years to make that first million. And I want to explain to you exactly how I did it. So you can repeat that, you can copy paste that to yourself. We're in the Austrian Alps right now, taking a little bit of time off, traveling around through Europe, and I thought I'd shoot this video here real quick to just kind of share my story so you can, again, adapt it to yourself as well. So if you like the idea of making money, and most importantly, if you like the idea of making money in a way that allows you to be free, okay, you're not building a golden cage for yourself or anything like that. It allows you to get to, tons of spare time, and it's easily scalable. And again, you don't need a degree whatsoever for that. Then pay attention right now because this video is for you.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you. So here's to your freedom.
So when I was 23 years old, I knew I wanted to become a coach. And the good thing about coaching is if you do it right, you don't need a certificate in that. You don't need a university degree whatsoever. And most importantly, it is something where you can help other people, okay? I didn't want to become, a crypto millionaire or whatnot. And I didn't want to become like a drop ship person that, sources whack products from China and scams people or anything like that. Not that all dropshippers are scammers, but I wanted to help people. I had this feeling that I had something to say and I had value to give, and I wanted to be connected to my potential clients. And that is why I decided to become a coach. And back then, I was very passionate about dating advice. I was very passionate about, the whole personal development side and becoming a better version of yourself, a better man, a more attractive version, if you will. And that was something I was passionate about. And I was able to turn that into a skill via becoming a coach. And in my first, I think, 2 years of coaching, I did it offline. I did it in person. I would meet clients in person. I would go out with them. I would work on their confidence. I would, listen to their verbal skills, if you will, etc. And I traveled the world with that. And I was on 4 world tours, I think. I started doing live seminars, and I started getting paid very well. Now here I was, a person in my 20s. I was 20. I started when I was, I think, 23. All the way until I was 24, 25. Traveled the world. Coached in person, made very, very good money. I'll never forget how I ended up making, I think, my first like $8,000, $9,000 a month, which was for me as a mid-20-year-old absolutely insane. I mean, I know doctors in Austria, in my hometown in Austria, actually my hometown is right down there somewhere, that made that kind of money. And here I was in my 20s and I was traveling the world and stuff like that, but I was coaching my ass off. I was meeting clients in person. I had to travel to these clients. I was constantly on the move, constantly traveling to all these cities. And while it sounds great, it was very, very exhausting because I had to physically be there. I was bound to be at a certain location at a certain time all the time, and so on and so forth. And I kind of realized if I kept doing this whole thing offline, it's going to destroy me. And it's not the type of freedom business that I always thought I would want to have at some point. Because again, I needed something that allows me location independence. I needed something that allows me time independence. And I needed something that was scalable, where I could scale it up, where I would say, I can only take as many clients at a time in person. There's got to be something else. And that's where I decided to transition from offline coaching, meeting my clients in person, to online coaching. And the crazy thing about that is the whole dating advice thing is something that I thought could only be taught offline. Because again, like I had to meet my clients in person. I would have to look them in the eye and, hear them speak and kind of like feel their energy a little bit and just be there in person, look at their body language, etc. And I was very, very opposed to the idea of transitioning to that online. And I see that a lot of times now with my business clients. They have an expertise offline oftentimes, for example, fitness, right? And they say, fitness only works offline. I have to be there in person. I have to look at how the client executes the exercises, etc. And it's wrong. It's a mindset problem. It's a mindset issue because you'll be surprised how many things you can actually teach online, okay? Fitness, nutrition, dating advice, breakup coach. We have so many different things now in our programs with our Freedom Business Mentoring program that people would originally think can only be taught offline, but they can indeed transition into online. So here I was, and I transitioned into online coaching as well. And the first thing that right away stood out when I transitioned to online coaching was I could help way more people, right? So the scaling part was definitely fulfilled. I could reach more people because I didn't have to go into a specific city. I could reach more people. All of a sudden, people all around the world could be my potential clients. And also, this was a huge mind-blowing factor, I could also help them better because I wasn't constrained to a specific period of time. Because usually I would fly to a city, I would meet a client, for a weekend, and we'd have to make sure to get as much change, as much positive change in there in that very limited amount of time. But once I transitioned into online, I said, okay, I can do ongoing coaching with that client, right? So not only was I able to get more clients, meaning I made more money, but I could also provide more value to each and every client, which is a great thing to do. Like, really imagine yourself, you're helping people, you're doing something great, you're providing value to the world, and at the same time, you're getting wealthy, you're making money. And that money in the same time also allows you to be free. You can travel the world, you can go on vacation. What day is it today? Tuesday? Most people are at work right now, but you can be free and you make more money and you work less and you help more people. It's beautiful. It's a win-win-win for everybody. And you might be asking yourself now, okay, well, what were you doing online? Did you, create online info products, like a video course? Did you create an ebook whatsoever? But I did do online products as well in the beginning, but it didn't turn out to work that well because it turns out that clients also need to be held accountable. They need a touch point. They need to get in touch with you, not just here's a bunch of videos, good luck. It's not about information. If it was about information, everybody would get results. Every single person watching this YouTube video would get results, but it's not about that. People needed to be held accountable. So what I started doing was coaching, like actual coaching. Right? I started with one-on-one coaching with my first couple of clients, and then I started scaling it up. And there's certain videos that you can create for the same problems that you see over and over happening again with your one-on-one clients. For example, all the one-on-one clients that I have, they struggle with a certain mindset. And instead of having to explain it to them over and over again, I create a video and I give it to them, right? And slowly but steadily, you can create like a catalog of videos that you're showing to your clients, but at the same time, you create weekly touch points, right? You can create weekly group calls. You can create, in the beginning, you can do regular weekly calls with your one-on-one clients. And then you can also say, okay, I'm going to hire a team. I'm going to hire coaches, accountability coaches, mindset coaches, and so on and so forth. And it's slowly but steadily, you and your team, you're providing real value to your clients. You can scale it up ad infinitum if you really will. And it's just such a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful thing. And then, I started turning 26, and I think with 26 and a half or something like that, I made my first million. And the crazy thing about that is money is beautiful, and having 6 zeros in your bank account behind a 1 is a very nice thing to have. But I realized, once I made that money, I didn't care as much because I loved what I did. I love my clients. I loved seeing the progress with my clients, and I love the freedom that money bought me. Okay, it's not about the nice watches or the cool shirts and, hey, look at me, I'm doing all these nice things. It's about the fact that you can enjoy life with your friends, that you can go watch the freaking movies on a Tuesday morning if you want to watch that, if you don't want to sit in a full movie theater. It's about these small, tiny little things that give you freedom, those moments where you can share things, and that is so goddamn powerful. I can really only emphasize that it's so powerful to be a free individual, and that in turn obviously transfers onto your clients, onto your relationships, onto your family relationships, onto your love relationships, your fitness. You have more time to hit the gym. You have more time to eat healthier. On your mental health, you have more time. Maybe you like meditating, right? Maybe you like learning new stuff and you can't because you're stuck in a goddamn 9-to-5 job right now. You'd love to pick up a new language. You'd love to, learn jiu-jitsu, learn guitar, play an instrument, but you can't do that because you have very little time and very limited resources. But when you decide to do online coaching correctly, you do not need a certificate. You do not have to have studied, business at some prestigious university whatsoever. You don't even need to be super duper experienced in things, right? And then later on, I started transitioning away more and more from the dating advice stuff and said, you know what, let me add business advice. Let me help people build a coaching business. Because if there's one thing I know in this world, is how to build a successful online coaching business without prior experience, without prior knowledge in business, as just somebody who wants to do the following things: help other people, make money, and be free. It really is that simple. So let me grab the camera here real quick and just show you what's out there. This is the wonderful world out there. It's created for you, all right? Life doesn't happen against you. It happens for you. It happens with you. But you got to be able to be bold, okay? You got to be able to take risks and say, you know what, let me try this new thing. Let me step away from the 9-to-5 hamster wheel, even though my parents might not support it, even though my friends say I shouldn't try it, even though it seems risky and whoop-de-doo. No, at the end of the day, it's simple. If you follow a proven path, if you follow a certain structure, if you trust the right people who are already where you want to be, and if you follow their exact advice, because that's what I did. I've always had mentors who'd helped me. I've had mentors for how to creating videos. I've had mentors for scaling my coaching business. I've had mentors who helped me coach, actually. And I've had mentors who helped me scale the business and make more money to allow me to be more free, right? But you got to be willing to take that step. You got to take action. Watching a free YouTube video like this is great. It's nice. But after a couple minutes, after 2 evenings, you're going to have forgotten about that. So don't do the following. Don't X out of this video and watch another video and start becoming a theory junkie. Okay? Don't X out of this video and start watching Netflix because it's more entertaining and it's not as uncomfortable as the truth that I'm sharing with you right now. Instead, take action. Make it happen. And in order to incentivize you watching this right now, we offer free consultation calls. It's really cool. You can literally jump on a free consultation call either with me personally or with an expert from my team. And on that consultation call, we'll basically be working hand in hand together with you to create a step-by-step plan for you to break free from the 9-to-5 hamster wheel and also build your own successful online coaching business. Okay? You don't need to have a certificate. You don't need to be super experienced. You don't even need to know how businesses work. You can still make it happen, because I made it happen, and hundreds of my clients, we can show some testimonials here if you will, hundreds of my clients have done that as well. Okay? It works. It's a proven system, all right? And again, all you have to do is jump on a free consultation call. And in order to get there, click that link down in the description below. That link brings you to a page. Okay, read what's on that page because it's important information for you to get started. And at the bottom of that page, you fill out the application form. It takes you a minute to fill that out. And then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. All right, now these free consultation calls, they are for free. There's no hidden fees or whatsoever, even if it's an international call, but they are very limited. Obviously, we have very limited spots for that. So usually these spots fill up fairly fast. So if the link in the description still works, it means we still have a spot open for you. All right, jump on a call, book a call with us. And most importantly, if you already have a skill, right, you want to monetize it, this call is for you. If you don't have a skill yet, or at least you don't know what it is that you could be coaching, this call is for you as well. We can analyze your strengths. We know the market. We know what works. And also, if you're already making money, maybe offline, maybe even online already, but you want to scale it up, you want to do it more legit, you want to make more money more consistently, we can help you with that, okay? So if you want amongst these three options, then book a call right now, click that link in the description, maybe talk to you very, very soon, but you gotta take action. You can only make things happen by taking action, not by just watching random YouTube videos. Signing off now. I think we're going to hit the gym now. Or maybe we'll race around a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the hell out of you, and GG.